Hello everyone. Children hold the key to the future. How to nurture the next generation is an important issue for every country. Therefore, the United Nations set November 20 as World Children's Day and passed the Convention on the Rights of the Children in 1989. Hopefully, all the contracting states can guarantee the survival, development, participation, and protection rights of children, and the movement of an era of conscience promoted by Federation of World Peace and Love, Association of World Citizens, and the Tai Ji Men Qigong since January 1, 2014 also emphasized that an environment with love can guarantee the basic right of children and make children grow up happily. Let's listen to a beautiful song, Love, sung by the children at the beginning of this forum.
Shining smile of kindness, who makes you feel your breath with nothing to fear. In a moment, you join hands with them. Have you ever dreamed of a land of love, with sunshine, rainbows, and whispering rivers? For the sunflowers blossom in every field. We are all the children of this land. Let love in your heart be the word of words and sufferings. Bring peace and hope to us all. Let love in your heart find the meaning of life. Return to where we all come from. Have you ever seen an angel of love, looking at you with a shining smile of kindness, who makes you feel your breath with nothing to fear? In a moment, you join hands with them. Have you ever dreamed of a land of love, with sunshine, rainbows, and whispering rivers? For the sunflowers blossom in every field. We are all the children of this land. Let love in your heart be the word of words and sufferings. Bring peace and hope to us all. Let love in your heart find the meaning of life. Return to where we all come from. And the wisdom guides us to the right path. Let's go forward hand in hand. And love in your heart, feel the word of words and sufferings. Bring peace and hope to us all. Let love in your heart find the meaning of life. Return to where we all come from. Let
There is a story in China that Mengzi's mother moved her home to a better education environment 3 times, because children learning mainly comes from the behavior of adults around him. If every adult can spread the love from inner hearts, it will create a good learning environment and allow children grow up happily. Today we invite 3 children who grew up in Tia Ji Men Energy family to share their learning achievement. Now let's invite Harris as the first speaker.
Hi everyone, I am Harris and I'm a Tia Ji Men Dize. I've been practicing Qigong at Tia Ji Men since I was 2 years old. Every time after I practice Qigong, I feel very warm and very energetic. I rarely get sick. I still remember my mother told me that once in the kindergarten class, almost half of them had norovirus. I got it too, but my symptoms were very mild, and I didn't take medicine. I was completely healed the next day. My teacher was still on a drip in the hospital. Don't say you don't believe it. It was true. So it's important to improve your immunity. I became very brave after practicing Qigong in the second semester of first grade. I was in the famous scenic spot of Shitan in Miaoli. My mother asked the street artists to give me the opportunity to play the ocarina in front of many tourists. After they agreed, I played 3 songs in one breath with usual heart and attracted many tourists to enjoy them. Usually, my mom's current school work and homework are a lot. During this period of COVID-19 pandemic, I realized that my mother had to do more than usual when she switched to online classes. Our Shifu, Dr. Hong, said that children must know how to be filial, and I should really need to help more at home. So I do my best to help my family, like washing dishes, cleaning the table, and sorting out the trash. On this year's Father's Day, I helped my sister to cook a big delicious food for Grandma, Dad, and Mom to console their hard work.
Thanks, Harris, for sharing. In addition to improving immunity and reducing illness, Harris can also be a little helper of parents during the epidemic prevention period. It's really amazing. Next, I will ask Jerry as the second speaker.
Hello everyone, I am Tia Ji Men Dize. I have been practicing Tia Ji Men Qigong for 2 years. I used to catch cold 2 or 3 times every month. I have not caught a cold for years since my father took all my families to practice Tia Ji Men Qigong. I learned the right away Gong Fu from my Shifu. He taught me to do things right away and stay focused. I also learned how to manage myself. In the past, I often fall around in doing things. Now, I will finish my homework before play. During the COVID-19 prevention point, my brother and I did not need to go to school, but my parents still have to go to work. So I took my brother upstairs to do homework in order not to bother my old grandparents. My mother used to ask me to wash the dishes, and I thought it would be fine to wash them later, and let my mother wash it by herself, which made me feel sorry that I was not helping. Now I have learned everything I should do. I will do now. It reduced my mother's burden and made her very happy.
Thank you, Jerry, for sharing. After practicing Tai Ji Men Qigong, Jerry not only awakened the bad habit of delay things, but also learned doing things right away, so that he can help his mother to take care of his younger brother without bothering his grandparents during the epidemic prevention period. What a good one! Now let's listen to Vicky, the next speaker who has just entered the 7th grade, sharing what she has learned.
Hello, my name is Vicky. I am now a 7th grade student. I grew up in Tai Ji Men since I was a child. I used to be weak and short, but now my height and physique are already in the top few in my class. I found that Tai Ji Men is a very warm and happy place. Brother and sister often praise me and encourage me, which make me always fun introvert and became more and more confident. I also find that studying in Tai Ji Men is very attentive and quiet. The effect of reading there is wonderful. After the middle grade, my score was getting better and better. My classmates and teachers were all impressed with me. At the beginning of this year, I wanted to enroll in an art class, but I was not confident. This reminded me that Shifu often taught us to believe in ourselves. Brother and sister also encouraged and assisted me so that I was successful. Admit to the art class of the ideal school. This made me very happy. Therefore, I am very grateful to my Shifu at home. He guided stimulate my potentials to achieve what I thought I could not do.
Thank you, Vicky. In addition to becoming more confident in Tai Ji Men, Vicky's academic performance has also improved. She was admitted to join the art class of her ideal school, which made her parents happy and relieved. Tai Ji Men is a Qigong, martial art and self-cultivation Menpai, which is full of love and can help children growing up happily and positively. However, in 1996, such a wonderful Menpai was prosecuted illegally for fraud and tax evasion by prosecutor Hou Kuan-ren by way of spreading rumors, smearing, and fabricating false evidence 25 years ago. Although in 2007, the Supreme Court found that Tai Ji Men Chifu and Dize were not guilty and didn't owe taxes, the 6-year false tax bill issued by the National Taxation Bureau in cooperation with the prosecutors were not revoked in accordance with the court's judgment. Instead, they continued to bully Tai Ji Men. After Tai Ji Men ran around and won 18 times in the administrative remedy process, the National Taxation Bureau finally admitted its mistake and clarified of these 6 false tax bills amount to 0 in 2019, but left one of them alone. In 2020, the National Taxation Bureau, together with the Administrative Executive Office, illegally auctioned off the predetermined Tai Ji Men practice and nationalized it. It made Tai Ji Men Dize very distressed, and it also made the children who regard Tai Ji Men as their second home sacrifice the vacation they could have found, and participate in the street protests for legal and tax reform with this with their parents, hoping that people can understand the importance of legal and tax reforms. Now let's listen to their voices.
In addition to practicing Qigong in Taiwan, I also participate in activities organized by the legal and tax reform volunteers. I went to Kaidagalan Boulevard many times and participated in street advocacy. My mother said that it's not only for Taiwan, but also for the people of Taiwan. We can do good deeds and meaningful things. I remembered one time I happened to meet my birthday. My mother took me to Taipei to participate in street advocacy. Many volunteers celebrated and sang birthday song for me. I was really happy because I could celebrate my birthday and also do good deeds. It was really meaningful. Here I have something to say to the officials who did the wrong things. Please don't do the wrong things again and do not hurt other people and reflect on it as soon as possible. Only in this way you can be worthy of your parents, families, relatives, and friends, and even the people of this country. Hope President Tsai can manage them. If they want to promote and get rich, please take another path, because we hope Taiwan will be better. Thank you.
I'm also a volunteer for legal and tax reforming. I had no idea about the impact for legal and tax on the people before I joined events. But now I know that the illegal taxation will cause our people become very pitiful. So I hope the officials with errors will correct themselves as soon as possible, stop hurting others and behave with their conscience. If not, I believe that one day God will have the trial. That is my sincere voice. Thank you all.
But one thing has always made me sad. When I was a child, my parents often took me to the President's Palace, Sun Yat-sen Memorial's house, and other places to distribute flyers. I didn't know why until I grew up. My Shifu was prosecuted illegally by prosecutor Tou Kuan-ren 25 years ago. August in 2007, the Supreme Court found that Tia Ji Men is not guilty and has no tax problem. The taxation policy did not revoke the illegal tax bill. Even more, in 2020, the scheduled account that was illegally accusation of an mention like it made me very sad. That was the prosecutor and tax office who flagged a witness arrested, but the innocent Tia Ji Men was victimized. This is the exact opposite of what I learned in the textbook. What role Taiwan is a country, the value democracy, and the rule of law. Finally, I want to tell President Tsai, I am your fan. I hope you can bring the illegal official who had us to justify and maintain our land. I love Tai Ji Men because it is a good plan to help everyone. I hope you could protect Tai Ji Men. I also hope that the government elected by the people will take good course of us and not fence us, so that I can grow up happy. Thank you all.
It's really sad seeing these children went to the street to vindicate the false case of Tai Ji Men. If the national legal and tax system is sound, why do people go to the street for justice? Recently, there was the bestseller book in an online bookstore, Who Stole Their Youth? It pointed out the children who grew up in Tai Ji Men in the shadow of national violence. Now let's listen to one of the author, Miss Zhang's opinion on writing these books.
I had fluctuating emotions reading this book. How could there be such absurd government? Really, absurd, absurd, absurd. It's just so out of the world. In real life, you're not satisfied with the service, you make a complaint to the customer service center, and immediately you get a phone call of an apology, and that's how it works. But it does not work with our government. While I was reading this book, two things came to my mind. What an absurd government! And what if it was me who had to face such absurdity? What was I supposed to do? Could I sustain 24 years? Could you? You or me may not endure a year or two, or even just a month, 2 months, right? All inequalities and injustices that exist in our society are unbearable, just like the painful declaration on the back cover of this book. Who knew our beloved country could hurt us so? Our tears were exhausted. Many people who were involved have passed away. We won't compromise anymore. We will bravely unveil the unreasonable administrative remedy system that traps people and makes them go in circles. People are going in circles and couldn't find a way out because they are fighting against the government machine that blocks the way. There is a huge black hole in Taiwan's taxation system. No one dared to reveal it before. But now I believe this case will definitely be redressed because the heaven and earth are watching. I believe injustice will eventually be rectified. I won't allow the truth to be treated as lies. I sincerely hope that Taiwan will become a country that truly values human rights, so that my children and grandchildren will be able to continue to live on this land of democracy and freedom. This is how I felt while I was going through this book. I very much want to terminate this absurd case. I decline to waste any more of my life on such absurdity. Over the years, I have noticed that the content of bestseller books usually benefits others as well as the author himself. Writing what one loves is self-benefiting. Loving it so much, then sharing is benefiting others. A book that benefits the author as well as the readers is an influential one. Most important of all, books should inspire people. This book inspires us to bravely move forward. It also inspires those who encounter difficulties to persevere. I believe this book will contribute greatly to the society and the country. It won't let down the heaven and earth. And hopefully, heaven and earth will help solve this case. Thank you all.
Ms. Zhang said, "Who would not let our beloved country will hurt us so deeply? There is a huge black hole in Taiwan's taxation system. No one dared to reveal it before. But she believes this case will definitely be redressed because the heaven and earth are watching, so that my children and grandchildren will be able to continue to live on this land of democracy and freedom. Service for public is a good opportunity to purify the soul. I hope all officials can serve the people with conscience and love. Hopefully, the government can correct its mistake as soon as possible. Redress all the wrong and false cases to implement transitional justice, so that they can become a good example for children and let them grow up happily. At the end of this forum, let's listen to Love and Peace song as children's expectation and hope. Thank you.